Hey everyone, SkeelsyShoota here. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to QuadFeed episode 30, the midlife crisis episode, where I think we all decided that we'd all go out and buy each of us a 1992 MX-5. What do you think?
I don't even know what that is.
Mine's
I'm
red.
a turbo one.
It's a convertible hairdresser's car. Synonymous with getting a midlife crisis or just buying a Porsche box. Maybe I should have changed it to a Porsche Boxster. How's that?
Well, maybe you can afford a Porsche Boxster, but
yeah, YouTube money zero, podcast money zero. Yes, yes. Like I said, welcome. Thank you very much for tuning into episode 30. Your one-stop shop for gaming bollocks. We're available on YouTube as well as iTunes, Podbean, and now on Stitcher Radio, which is it's a pretty cool app actually, which enables you to sort of get your stuff on the go, much like iTunes. But if you want to fight the people, Stitcher Radio is your alternative if you happen to be on the move. I'm joined as usual by the lads. I'll start with let's start with Chris today. I'm going to start with you today.
Surprise,
motherfucker. Hey,
how is everyone today?
I'm okay.
That's good.
It's Sunday.
You talking to the listeners or us?
I'm talking to everyone.
How existential. Let's talk to the listeners. We'll be waiting for a reply because there's not too many comments that happen on the YouTube comments. How is everyone today? Silence. Tumbleweed.
Assholes.
Yeah, that's it. Insult the very small your user base that I have already.
Every single one of yous, all four of yous. Fuck you.
The comments of Ron do not necessarily reflect the views and comments of QuadFeed. How you going, Benny?
Not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Had some microphone dilemmas before.
Yeah, so I'm still a bit grouchy because now we're like 40 minutes late because my fucking mic didn't work. So,
whoa, Jesus.
So now I'm extra cynical of everything now.
On the plus side, I now know what I'm buying you for Christmas.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
and it extends to a new microphone, not a new computer, if that's what you were thinking.
no, the computer's fine.
Computer's fine.
The computer's fine now. But this cup of Earl Grey tea is slowly calming me down, so that's all right.
That's what I forgot this week.
For real, I am drinking a cup of Earl Grey tea.
Slurping it from the saucer by the sounds of it.
Yep.
And last but not least, how are you, Ron?
Hello.
Profound as always. All right then. Well, let's get cracking into a topic. I suppose it's hard trying to figure out what the biggest thing is at the moment. It depends on where we want to start. If we want to start off on gaming, if we start off in movies and TV, what do you think? Should we mix it up a bit? What do you reckon?
Let's get crazy. Let's go movies and TV.
Let's go movies and TV. Right. So, Ron,
be daring.
It sounds like it's a section that Ron has kept his ears pretty close to the ground this week, or at least for the last couple of days. Comic-Con is on in San Diego.
Oh,
Ron,
That's all right.
take it away. Take it away, big man. Where do you want to start? DC, Marvel, TV?
That's the hardest thing is like, I don't even look at it as DC and Marvel anymore. Anybody who fights about that shit should shut the fuck up. We should all be pretty stoked that they're getting, the attention that they deserve after being like, after being like kind of nerdy and hiding it for.
So we're just insulting everyone this week.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard. Like even
My subscriber base, Marvel, DC.
I'll start off with Avengers because Avengers 2, they've revealed new characters like the Vision, which is fucking awesome.
He's really good at long
You guys
division.
familiar with the Vision?
He can divide stuff really well. Oh, the Vision. Oh, right. Sorry. Okay, cool. Yeah.
The Vision.
Yep.
He's
Paul
a
Bettany.
fellow who's created from Jarvis. If anybody knows Jarvis, you guys know Jarvis from Iron Man?
He actually does the voice for him.
Yeah.
it's the thing that everyone wants
he's
Siri to
gonna
do.
he's actually going to be
man, that'd be so
a
good.
character like Jarvis with a body, and like he flies. He's pretty badass actually.
Like a real
But I
person
don't know, he
or
looks-
a robot?
Yeah, he's going to be like a physical kind of person, but it's a Jarvis,
Oh.
and it's like, which is awesome. They've released like details about the movie fuck, like it's just too hard to like even put together.
Lots of
Just
good sort
running
of
down the
like
site.
poster art as well, like some cool stuff which apparently assembles into sort of a larger artwork where you've got the most useless
That's right.
character of all, Hawkeye, and sort of punching his way through many Ultrons.
Can he die? Can he just die? I hope he dies. Fuck Hawkeye.
You're Hawkeye.
I'm good with a bow and arrow. Fuck off. What are you doing here? You're not meant to be here.
Go,
You're meant to
go
be with the
sit
rest
in
of the
corner on
soldiers.
the roof.
Yeah.
Really, if you think about
Get
it,
us some fucking coffee.
yeah, if you think about it, he's actually done more bad than good because he was taken control of in the Avengers, and
He's
he
a liability.
like Havoc. So he should just like fuck off.
You should die in a fire.
Hey, yeah, quit while you're behind, mate. Stop causing. Take your arrow and go away.
You should just pick up their lunch,
Yeah, I wouldn't even trust him with my lunch, mate.
Yeah, because I know what he would do. If he was going to pick up, like, the Avengers' lunch,
Who had the
shoot a couple
pastrami?
arrows into it.
Yeah, he
Like,
tries.
see, this is how I get it. It's like, oh, my God, you're useless at that as well.
Who had the ham and cheese? Who had the ham and cheese? Was that you? I had the pastrami and rye with mustard. Oh,
I said no cheese on this sandwich. You know what?
I said it. I wanted a bologna sandwich, not an abalone sandwich. Stupid.
just comes this giant freaking porpoise just between two loaves of bread. Stupid.
And some arrows in it. And it'd just be like, see, I, put my own little...
I
spin
killed
on
it
the
myself.
Guardians of the Galaxy has gotten like its first bunch of reviews, and it is apparently quite literally one of the best Marvel movies so far. Everybody should check it out. I'm just looking forward to seeing them with the Avengers later. Ant-Man, they showed Ant-Man footage, which is great because Ant-Man should have been in the fucking Avengers. But I'm not much of a fucking fan of Ant-Man.
No, I don't like him either.
Yeah, but I want to see what they do with the movie. Even though Edgar Wright, who directed Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead and At World's End,
Yep.
also did Scott Pilgrim.
Oh yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah, he's like with his style, he's fucking. It's like so snappy and witty, and just like visually, it's snappy. And he's left the project, which fucking sucks. So.
Oh right.
Ant-Man-
I thought you were saying that was one of the pluses. It's like, yeah, but he's there. No, but he's gone now.
He was, and it was like he had a great vision for it, and then the higher ups were all like, "Nah, we want to be gay," and it's like, "Oh, okay, well, you guys can be gay without me," and then he walks out. What a champion!
I like it.
That's quite literally how it happened. That's how
Citation needed.
Like
Citation
Dave
needed.
Chappelle.
Yeah.
There's also new Mad Max footage, which I'm really looking forward to. The new Tom Hardy's new Mad Max, the Batman versus Superman.
Yes. Yeah.
Like the teaser. They showed like a teaser, and apparently, like from the descriptions, it's like because the video went up like in 5 seconds after they showed it, and then it got taken down. I think 5 seconds after that.
Yeah.
Whoever got to have a look at it, cool. But apparently, all I've read is that it's Superman flying up with red eyes and like
Above the Batman symbol, isn't it?
that's
In the
right,
sky.
yeah. And he's got like the Superman symbol there, and I don't know. The Batman symbol looks really fat and stupid.
It does, doesn't it? It's like
Yeah.
it's just been carb loading for the last 3 years.
That's the thing. Like, but this Batman is supposed to be like the Dark Knight Returns, Dark Knight. So he's older and bulkier, and he's badass. Like, he's all like he's way better than like Nolan's Batman. Like, because he's
been around the block.
he's been around for like ages, and
He's the thinking man's Batman.
yeah, and apparently he's wearing the like this Batman suit of armor that like he uses when he fights Superman. So it's just like it's kind of like Hulkbuster armor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and his eyes are glowing white, and he's just like, "I'm gonna kick your ass, Superman." I'm like, "Well, I'm Superman. I'm a little bitch because I hate Superman." Wonder Woman, fucking hell, that's amazing.
Costume looks quite... how was it described?
Well,
Well,
I like it. I think it's cool. Like it's not even a reboot. Sorry, it's just like her getting her like a really gritty-ish movie, and I think it looks great.
I've seen people complaining that it's not Amazonian enough.
Fuck off! Look at the thing. Those
Yeah.
guys are fuckwits. Like seriously.
I was going to say, like I'm actually paraphrasing other people, not This is not my opinion, Ron.
No, not you. Them, to them.
Calm down, Ron.
Because I mean, like,
Calm down.
if she walked, if they revealed the costume and it looked exactly like, you know, the comic or the original Wonder Woman movie, anybody watch that? It was like really old. I've even forgotten who's in it. But if she came out dressed like that and like in the actual bright red and the stars and shit, and like, oh come on, that's gay. Is that too Amazonian?
Way out of place.
Yeah, actually, that doesn't make sense when I say her sexy costume is gay. But you know what I mean.
Does she still have that magic lasso?
Yeah, and her invisible jet.
jet.
I don't know. I think they've only shown a picture of the
The
costume.
jet might have been in the picture. You just couldn't see it.
You know what,
That
though?
jet thing is always the stupidest fucking thing ever.
I watched the Lego movie last night.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
I loved it. I started watching like the first couple of minutes of it, sort of just in the man cave, just it was yesterday, and I got 2 minutes in. I thought, this is the kind of movie that Sophie would like as well, like just a popcorn flick, similar to like Despicable Me or like Toy Story or something. I'm thinking, there's no way that this is built for like exclusively for a child audience. I know that's obviously what they would have done going into it, but I thought there were enough sort of adult-based jokes that I could save this, and sure enough, I just put it on a USB and we watched it in the front room.
It's a great movie, isn't it?
I loved it. Well, there's a part where they're all gathered in that sort of main sort of pantheon.
Yeah.
And it was just like, we'll just take the Batmobile, and then the Batmobile just explodes in the background. It's like, that's okay. We'll just take the invisible plane, just poof, and that blows up as well.
Yeah. It's just nothing there, and then choom.
It's like,
That was pretty
oh,
fucking
damn it. Oh, darn.
It's like that was a surprisingly good movie. I
It was, yeah.
really, really stoked about that. I didn't even bring it up because I didn't watch it for a while. Like not even when it came out. I was just like, I do like Lego. Like I used to play with it all the time, with them all the time. Like I just had a sack, like a small sack filled with just random pieces.
I'm pretty sure if I check the bottom of my feet, I can find at least 6 scars just caused from Lego bricks over the years.
I burst out laughing during the spaceship part, where it's like spaceship.
Yeah, so did we.
Oh yeah.
I fucking stopped
Finally gets to
watching
feel
it because I was laughing so hard.
And the funny thing about that guy with the actual helmet, that fracture point on his helmet was always the first thing to break. It's
That's
stuff
exactly
stuff
what
like
I call
that.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
everybody's got-
Charlie Day as well. He did the
That's
voice.
right, yeah. It's not over until I say it's over. Love that show. But yeah, that fracture, everybody who's got a Lego like helmet, that they've got one where that piece is broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the head gets stuck in.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
You have to get like the
you'd pull the
pencil.
body off and
Yeah.
the head's still in the
You have to get like a compass or something and just try and pry the thing, and then you'd scratch the face off the poor fucking thing. So, I'm sorry, buddy. I just wanted to get your helmet off, and then snap, helmet breaks.
Exactly.
Damn it. Damn
But
it.
also they've shown footage of the new Family Guy Simpsons crossover, which is awesome.
Yes.
I remember like what a couple of jokes were like because it's more of a Family Guy episode, as in like it's
Featuring the
them
Simpsons.
finding themselves in Springfield, and they're all like, "Don't touch any." I think Peter says to Chris or some shit like, "Don't touch anybody." I think everybody here's got hepatitis because they're all yellow.
With
and,
jaundice. Everyone's got a liver disease.
Yeah. The Warcraft movie. Fuck's sake.
Oh man, I
That
was going
is
to talk about this.
awesome. Finally
Yeah?
showing some shit.
I was just about to click on it. I'm probably the perfect focus group to go, okay, so this is what Warcraft's all about, because I have next to no idea about what goes on in that sort of realm.
Oh well, the trailer's not really going to give you much.
I
watched an interview with
haven't seen it.
the director saying, the reason why it's not been done well in the past is because they've been trying to see how much money they can get out of it, which according to him is just the worst way about it.
That's
Yeah,
right. That is
possible.
hands down the fucking worst way of looking at trying to create something like great. It's something that like so many people love.
Yeah,
But
Like
apparently,
a lot of people love.
yeah,
it's just going to ruin people's childhood.
Yeah. And like anybody fucking is still playing WoW right now. It's just gonna shit on everybody, and we're all gonna once again lose faith in Hollywood. The new Hitman, which is awesome. I've
didn't
seen
see anything
pictures
about
of him. I'm just like, yeah, he's not bad, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
His head looks a little bit,
no elephant.
alien-ish. Like
He's got to have a good head, though.
yeah, he's like,
Pardon the pun.
From his forehead up, with a shaved head, like he just, I don't know, it looks a little bigger. But like in the other pictures where he's holding his his silver ballers out, it's just like, okay, he suits it. I want to see how this goes, and that does look good.
Do you think that would have been part of the casting, though? It's like, okay, you seem perfect for the role. Now shave your head.
Maybe. Like,
Let's see what happens. Or they just get like a bald mask and just whack it over the top with a shower cap.
Yeah, like I think because the guy who's playing him, I think he's in another show that I don't watch. I think it's Homeland or something like that. And
Who is the actual guy? Sorry, who is it?
Zachary Quinto, isn't it?
no, Zachary Quinto is playing Smith, who's actually in the games. He's like this CIA agent who's a fucking idiot, and you keep rescuing him, and you just run into him at all these places. Yeah. What the fuck is the guy's name? Jesus Christ! I should write all this shit down.
Agent Stupid.
Rupert Friend.
Oh,
Rupert Friend.
Rupert Friend.
I've never
Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce his
sounds
name.
like a children's character.
Yeah, and he's playing fucking Agent 47. Come on, kiddies, watch him murder some people.
He sounds like a teddy bear.
That's the thing. I'm not sure if it's just a sequel or they're rebooting it, because they gayed all over the first Hitman movie when
Timothy Oliphant.
like he looked great as 47. Like
I liked him.
but he was really kind of, I thought he was too soft spoken. I was like, oh,
That's
okay.
because he has that accent.
But also they fucked up the story where he's not a clone. He's like an orphan. And then all the orphan, like, I just, that's fucking stupid.
He's a clone of Ryan Seacrest.
Do they? Man, I hate Ryan Seacrest so much. But
God, look at Ryan Seacrest. He's really doing well for himself. American Idol. Now this. That's fantastic.
there was also another surprising thing that I thought was great. They're in talks about the Last of Us movie, and
With the chick from Game of Thrones.
that's right.
Which chick?
The girl who plays Arya. Maisie Williams, and they're thinking casting her as Ellie. And I was reading comments about it, and people were saying like, oh, why don't you just go for fucking
Ellen Page.
yeah, because I mean you kind of modeled it after her, and people were saying like, well, Ellen Page is like 20.
Can she age herself down?
Yeah,
She could do it.
I mean, that's the thing. She's always going to kind of look young. She's got, and she's short, So I think it could still work. But even like Maisie Williams playing Arya Stark, she's 17 and she's playing a 14-year-old. Arya's still supposed to be 14, and Ellie's supposed to be 14. So I suppose that kind of makes sense.
I suppose the question that you're asking is, can you still fap to it and not feel bad about yourself?
Actually, to be honest, I
it comes out
always
next
kind of
year,
thought she
yes.
looked a little freaky.
So I'm so conflicted.
I thought she was a monster when I first saw Game of Thrones, because I caught it like halfway through season 2 or some shit, and she's like got her hair short and she's like living kind of homelessly, and like she's just covered in shit, and I'm like, wait, is that supposed to be one of those monsters that I've heard about? Or, this is when I didn't know anything about it, and
Gee, spoiler alert. God.
well, there's nothing to spoil. There are like the monsters look nothing like.
Well, no, the fact that she's in season 2 means that she doesn't die in season 1.
Oh no, she's not going to die. She's still alive all the way till the end. And there's no part where she's almost about to get killed.
Right.
Actually, there's a lot of them. But
Like half of the story is about people trying to kill her.
pretty much like a lot of people want her dead. But yeah,
Got to kill that lineage.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, they think that she's a boy. That's why.
That's right. That's why they cut her hair and kind of like she hides. It's great.
She's sitting there going, what's this vagina for then?
Actually, one of the characters points out, goes like, I know you're a girl. And it's like, how do you know I'm a girl? And it's like, because you don't piss like with the rest of the boys. And like, you always go off by yourself. And I won't get into it. You see it anyway. But
Class.
real classy shit here. Constantine's getting more DC characters, which is great. Obviously, they're not going to get Marvel characters, but as in like heaps more like cameos from other heroes, and I think that's going to be great.
Can't wait for Superman versus Constantine. Shortest battle in history.
Oh no, he'd be kind of smart enough to do something. Like Superman wouldn't want to punch him because how there's Justice League. There's also Justice League Dark. And that's when the Justice League keep fighting against, they keep on bickering because they're all a pack of little bitches.
It's like the shadow cabinet of Justice League.
Well, it's Justice League Dark. It's just basically all the kind of like
Second string.
Yeah, no, they're like all their powers are like to do with dead people, and I think one of them's a demon, a ghost.
Okay.
Constantine's the leader. He's just basically,
As it would be.
yeah, naturally, but it's just like all the demonic stuff. They handle all that because like Superman is too busy being a little bitch. I hate Superman. I just hate him. I hate him.
Speaking of superheroes, did you guys see Deadpool on the train the other day?
Yeah,
Yeah, you got
that is
arrested.
such bullshit.
What? Explain.
There was a guy who was doing a charity thing for his work, and his friends said he wouldn't dress up as a superhero and work all day. So he said, I will if you donate to this charity. And then he set up like a lunch and stuff as well for everyone to donate. So there he was sitting on the train in a full Deadpool outfit with samurai swords and guns and ammo and grenades, carrying a box of cupcakes. And somebody on the train called the cops because there was a heavily armed masked man on the train, and he got arrested.
That is bullshit. Fuck.
Yeah, it's absolutely fucked. And the thing is, like, what he was trying to get donations for was like a really good cause.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to make like dress I think it's terminally ill children, or the children have cancer.
I think it was
Children
something to
Need
do
or Children's Charity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
Make a
like-
Wish.
No, not Make a Wish. It was I can't
Oh, hang on.
That's
I've
wrong
got
with
some breaking news. There have been 798 arrests at Comic-Con.
700. What?
Serious?
No, is it based on that story?
let me guess, because they all had like fake weapons.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh my god.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
No, Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell.
780.
I must have sold that really well.
The breaking news thing, it got me.
Wow.
You need to do like
I
that in the
can't-
background,
I
like,
can't look
this
anything
just
up.
in.
This just in. Sorry to cut you off there, Ron, but there have been 790 arrests at the San Diego Comic-Con. All of them wearing fake grenades and firearms and knives and katana blades.
It's because I can't really look it up. My net's going real slow, so so instead of just like not believing, I chose to believe.
It's easier just to believe.
I just won't believe a single word you say from here on in.
Well, speaking of TV, I mean, this was the evil topic I wanted to get onto, Ronald. It seems Ron has stolen 15 minutes of fame from all of us
What?
and decided to get on TV.
Oh,
I told you, I asked you before the show if you were going to mention that. And I just knew for a fact you were. And you said, no, nothing to do with that. And you fucking do it.
No,
Go right ahead and do it.
no. Well, I mean, no.
Well, I'm just not going to talk about it. Anyway, Tekken 7 got revealed.
Oh, really? You're going to shy away from that topic the first time you get blindsided on this podcast after 30 shows?
Pretty much. And this is the first time as well.
You get to see Ron's delightfully confused face on a Dick Smith ad.
Wait, they can't... Wait, would they sue you?
What do you mean? Why would they sue? I'm promoting them.
Oh. Yeah. I'm not.
If anything, that would give them further confidence in the brand, saying, "Look, it must be a real stand-up company to employ the likes of Ron in an advertising campaign."
Thank you. That's great.
we would have appreciated a little subliminal T-shirt wearing of our podcast or sticker or some sort of gang sign. We should have made a gang sign.
Well, like
He's-
And
he's-
put that in the ad.
he's watching a TV in the advert. At least he could have done is like put it onto a smart TV channel and just like put it on QuadFeed or like my YouTube channel or something. That'd have been nice.
All those TVs had like snowboarding on them, and then they put markers up in the corners. If anybody's seen the ad, don't look for it. Anyway, they put markers on every corner of the TVs, and then they just changed them all up. So I was just staring at snowboarding.
Yeah, it's like green screening.
Yeah. And the guy goes like, can you yell at the TVs and like, you know, like you're cheering a team on or something? And I'm like, okay.
Go, you fucking snowboarder, go!
That's quite literally what I started yelling. I'm like, yay for gravity. Oh, that's snowy.
Tumble
I
turn.
like white snow.
Don't end up like Schumacher. Yeah.
Oh,
You have a mad jacket. And like the people in the back were all laughing.
North Face for the win. Yeah.
Not face.
But yeah, thanks for the plug. Go Dick Smith. You
It's
guys
cool.
do great work.
I'd be stoked if I was
I
on
would be
the
totally
ads.
stoked. I jumped off my seat. I'm like, was that Ron? I rewound. Thanks to Foxtel IQ. No affiliation, no sponsorship.
You have a choice when deciding
You
your
do.
TV
Yeah.
stations.
I'll start.
unless you live in Australia.
I'll start.
I'll start. Free
Actually-
free TV, free choice, whatever it's called.
I actually was stoked when I got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
it's mad.
it's cool.
Yeah.
I actually have
you know.
kind of a topic for... Sorry, I'm assuming we're done with that.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
Ron wanted to get off it and
Yeah.
start talking about Tekken and stuff, which I know nothing about anyway, so it's all
Yeah.
good.
I'm supposed to talk about TV.
What? Tekken's
So-
awesome. Always pick Heihachi. He kicks the shit out of everybody.
No, Eddie. Oh no, wait, I'm not thinking of the other one.
Come back to me.
You're thinking fine,
Yeah,
fine.
TV, and related to YouTube content and videos being uploaded. There's you may have heard about it, Mighty Car Mods. They
Uh-huh.
have the YouTube channel. They're cool and everything. And as they've been like really, really slow, just with releasing videos and stuff, and it's just become like a little bit stale with what they've been doing. But they've just released this week, every single day they've released a new video where they're making like an 11-second car.
I saw that. I didn't click on the video, but I had
Yeah.
sort of noticed. It was almost like subconsciously noticing that was the first time that video had popped up in my
Yeah.
sub list. I'm like, okay, but needless to say, I didn't click on it. Typical.
Oh, well, that's good because you've got like 7 episodes, like hours and like the last one today went for an hour and a half, and then a couple of them I think are 40 minutes, and the rest are about 20 minutes or so. So that's been really good because lately they've just been doing shit and like racing around a track or whatever, which I find a bit boring. Whereas I really like to watch it when they're actually like spinning spanners and fabricating things, and that's what this whole thing has been. They've put like this huge 6-cylinder 3.6 Boxster engine in an old Liberty and turbocharging and everything, so it's really
3.6. How do they manage that?
yeah, it's from like
Porsche.
it's like Porsche sizes capacity, but it's from a Tribeca or something. I think.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
I
Yeah.
forgot
Yeah.
about the CV. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's it is Porsche.
The ugliest car ever.
Yeah, so it's not Porsche specs, but it is capacity.
You guys talk about cars. I'm on break.
Yep, that's cool. So yeah, that was actually really, really cool to actually see them doing all that again. So that's, if you find that stuff entertaining, it's like therapeutic for me. It's so relaxing watching that shit.
It's like your
so-
whale sounds. The sounds of
Oh.
a sound of a torque wrench.
Hell yes. Oh my god.
Whale sounds. Relaxation.
Torque wrench and air compressor are my 2 favorite things in the garage. I fucking love getting the torque specs of like a fucking nut and just going and making that pop sound. You know it's spot on. An air compressor. Oh my god, I love using that thing. So yeah. So really check that out if you like that, because I mean with the stuff that's the shit that's on TV lately. I mean we've had digital TV for a couple of years now in Australia, and that's getting better and better. But really, when you think about it, like 7 Mate and all like that absolute fucking garbage TV that they put on,
Yep.
like gator catchers and fucking
Duck Dynasty.
yeah, all that crap. Like, yeah, that's good for like a week because it's new. But now I just can't fucking stand it, and it is just like utter brain melting trash. And I guess you could arguably say the same about YouTube stuff as well. But really,
But the difference comes down to choice. It's like
Yeah.
if you've got on-demand TV or on-demand content, that's probably the direction which segues nicely into the whole Google buying Twitch, officially now. And where, providing they sort of do apps and stuff for smart TVs and stuff that's existing for iPads and iPhones and tablets and all that sort of stuff, like they're really coming around to the fact that this on-demand content is going to be the way of the future. And, we're not happy with sitting down and watching syndicated bullshit that's just been pumped into our homes. We'd rather, put the choice into it. And that's why, anyway, Netflix, as soon as Netflix comes here, I'll be disconnecting Foxtel. You watch.
No,
Yeah.
Netflix is going to take a while, apparently. Channel 9's
they're
coming
blocking
up with a
that one.
competitor they're hoping to launch sometime next year.
As in...
A Netflix competitor. Like,
Oh, right.
Similar thing, but it'll be an Australian-based one from Channel 9.
So it's still going to be shit, and it's still going to be expensive.
And it's still going to be run by Murdoch.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the only reason they're doing it, because they're trying to block it, and they realised, okay, we can't block it, so we'll do our own one.
Unbelievable.
I don't know anything about it, but I'm assuming that's what it is.
And typically, I've run into that probably about half a dozen times this weekend where I've gone to click on something, might have been to do with Comic-Con, might have been to do with, something
It's
else.
not available in your country.
Not available in your country.
It's ridiculous. There's, I think there's Unblock Me or shit like that. You can go around it. You can make like a VPN or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's pretty handy, but seriously, you shouldn't
We shouldn't have to.
do that.
Internet
it's
is a
just
global
ridiculous.
medium. Just give it to me when I want it.
Yep, and that's the same as net neutrality as well, where they're going to be controlling the bandwidth and things like that for certain things. So ads or things that they want you to see will have much more bandwidth and you'll get much quicker. But then if you want to watch like Netflix or something which your ISP isn't affiliated with or haven't been paid by the companies, you'll get slow content by them. So that's just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
That just sucks. We should make our own ISP.
Let's do it.
Yeah, QuadFeed ISP.
QuadFeed. Who's got an infrastructure that we can piggyback off of?
You'll get our episodes mega quick, but other than that,
When I
Nothing
live
else.
150 meters from the Telstra exchange, I might just run up the road with a really long extension cord. Just plumb it into my house. See what
pirate
happens.
internet, how mad would that be? Oh my god.
But
Pirate radio.
I was watching an old episode of Painkiller already the other week, and there was a guy apparently in the Carolinas that has got this industrial height sort of radio mast, and he essentially pays for like a business line, and then he sublets that out to residents of the area for like $20 a pop, and he just lives on the dividends of that.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
And because he's installed a business line, technically he's okay to do it or something.
Yeah, that's like certain hosting as well. My brother, he'll buy like a shitload of hosting, and then he won't use all of it. So then he'll like,
Subcontract it out or something.
subcontract it out, and that pays for, if not all, a lot of it as well. So it just works out. And that's not like illegal or anything. Like it's what exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so I think that's kind of movies and TV's kind of done-ish, unless we circle back to it at some point in time. Let's get stuck into some gaming stuff. So the big stuff that I've come across this week, obviously Destiny beta. I think there's probably only 50% of us that have actually been playing it, but I dare say the other 50% wants to know a bit about it.
I've watched a fair few videos of it, all the same really, because it's just all the same thing, like the same map. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was a GameSpot article that was good. Oh, sorry about that, folks. There was a good GameSpot article which sort of lists the 7 things that, or 7 questions rather, that they've kind of gleaned from playing the beta. And one of them indeed was, how are other worlds gonna kind of look? Because people are kind of sick of the whole old Russia Cosmodrome.
That did get kind of annoying.
Bit samey after a while, because me and Chris were playing it last night, weren't we? And it was kind of like, okay, we've got to do this mission.
And we got to walk through this area again.
Yeah,
It's going to be the same five.
so 5
enemies.
enemy types.
But that was saying that you could like consolidate all your quests and do it all in one run.
Well, there are different areas.
Yeah, I think maybe in the big game, but it only gave it to us one by one.
Oh, okay.
And there were different level quests that you could do. Like you could do like a level 2, 3, 4, and I think an above. Which, you know, I might try and see if I can knock out the rest of the quests between now and when it finishes tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, we Chris and I came up against this weird fucking spider tank, which was probably one of the main criticisms that was leveled at it from this article, saying how where was it? It was well, one of the questions was, will dancing guardians ever get old? And I can unequivocally say no.
No,
That was hilarious. Whereabouts?
I've played a lot of games with the option to make your character dance, and it never gets old.
No. And the best thing about it, it's a real camaraderie kind of thing. I found myself reviving a few players last night in like this community event that we sort of stumbled into. And one guy gets knocked down, and no sooner have I revived him, he's back and up and giving me a salute, and then just, you know, straight back into the fray and killing all manner of people. And then when you finally do kill them, it just descends into a teabagging / you know, Just Dance 3 kind of dance off that everyone just gets involved in. It was really good fun. But one of the main questions, well, I think it was the main question, was how will enemy balance be tweaked for the full game? Because a few people said on the Devil Walker, or the Devil's Lair strike mission, the whole Devil Walker spider tank took like 15 minutes to kill. And I think that's being conservative. Me and Chris were pumping that thing.
Yeah,
It's supposed to take 15 minutes. Some of the old bosses in World of Warcraft would take over half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is with 2 people though, so
It was very much
That's 40 people.
yeah.
a minimum 3-player map, I think it was. But we stumbled into it without activating the mission. And what's supposed to happen is, with your microphones working, which unfortunately ours weren't, you can kind of, you know, you set up your little positions, and somebody fires at the lights on the legs, which are the critical hits, and then it turns to shoot at them, and then somebody pops up from the other side, and then it turns to shoot at them, and then the other people pop up from the other side. And
More dots.
yeah.
Okay, so that's...
Except when me and Gab did it, it was just the 2 of us, and we didn't have any additional enemies coming out to provide us with ammo.
Yeah.
So we had to sacrifice ourselves to be reborn just to get ammo.
There was one part on the right-hand side which I found whenever I was going into, it was sort of like a broom closet. It was weird. But every time I went in there and I couldn't see anything, I'd actually come out of there with full ammo. So I didn't actually have to die all that much. And I assumed that there was something on your side as well. I didn't know how often you were dying.
I was dying when I ran out of ammo.
Oh, right.
Or when I got hit. It was quite OP, but...
It was, yeah.
I did enjoy it when I played it with 3 people.
It was good, wasn't it? Yeah.
We had people pointing to direct people where to go, and, you know, it, like, the little pointing and the waving and stuff. It worked out really well with the team play for the tank. It was still quite long, but we managed to get it down.
Yeah. And I imagine on the bigger quests where, you know, you're fighting towards an even bigger sort of common goal, that would be quite entertaining as well.
Yeah.
The other questions, just as I suppose a brief synopsis: will competitive multiplayer be engaging? Can Bungie make a cohesive story for Destiny? What? How will
What do they mean, cohesive story?
Well, I mean, the comparisons are going to be there to Halo. That is much of a given. So I think they're trying to figure out how they can distance themselves from a Halo kind of storyline without, without creating a campaign or.
It's a bit hard. Like, you see Halo in a lot of the game.
See, I thought that as well, and yet a lot of the other like YouTube videos where I sort of typed in Destiny first impressions just to get a broad scope of what people are thinking, and a couple of people say I don't see Halo in this one bit, and I'm like, are you
Are they fucking
blind?
Yeah. Oh my god.
like literally quoted for what Ben said. Are you fucking blind? I don't see this one bit in this game. I'm like, well, clearly you've not played any of Halo.
Do you know what Halo is?
Yeah, it's not just something that's above you in an angel setting. But yeah, I mean the DNA is all over this game, and that's by no means a bad thing. It's quite a good thing. It means, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But
yeah, Halo's a great game, and this is just that little bit, which, I mean, those little bits are the part that, you need that for the game. You need the horde of aliens with their little, you've got the
Scavenger
easy
packs.
kill ones, then you've got the ones that are a little bit harder, then you got these shield guys, then you got your big guys.
Your
And then,
captains, your flying. I mean, some of them aren't as imaginative as what you would think.
no.
I mean, that like flying orb of purpleness looks like Grimace. Grimace is stuck inside a billiard ball or something.
Magic 8 Ball.
It's literally a flying magic 8 ball which shoots giant furry purple testicles at you, which explode on impact. Yeah. If anything, I would say that the biggest Halo comparisons could probably be made in the Crucible, which is the
multiplayer.
PvP. Yeah.
Definitely.
Plenty of like pulse rifle,
Hover tanks.
hover tank, kind of like the Sparrows and the equipment and some of the vehicle types and things like that. It's very Ghost / Sparrow and those big, huge.
A little bit of Titanfall with the double jump and the triple jump and stuff. But
Yeah, it's there. I mean, they've taken a bit of everything. They were quite careful in making sure that they didn't sort of, I suppose, bracket this game into any one of, a number of different categories. I mean, there's a reason why they've purposely haven't called it an MMO or an RPG or an FPS, or it's taking scoops out of each of them and just combining them into this game. So
I have to say the multiplayer is pretty full on when you first play it, but it's I like the fact that they've added in, you've got at least 3 guns, you've got a grenade, a knife, and also a throwing knife, plus a super skill. So when
I
you
heard
see,
with the you get like a hover bike, everybody gets one,
yeah,
but you can't use it to run people over.
no,
No, I tried boosting into people many a time, and
Yeah, and everyone thinks that's kind of weird.
yeah. I mean, that's
But
kind of
it's really cool.
it's the transport option from. It's kind of the equivalent of fast traveling, but not fast traveling.
it's not very fast.
No,
Fair enough.
but from a PvP point of view, there is a sort of variation of it, a variation of the Sparrow. Can't remember what
guns.
it's called, with guns. Yeah,
Can it be destroyed?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, and then once you lose it, do you just never get it back again?
It just materializes. Well, if it's the Sparrow, then you pretty much have it all the time anyway. When you're in like campaign mission mode kind of thing. But in a PvP, I haven't actually tried it in PvP actually, to be honest. I haven't summoned it before. I've just been
not
more
sure.
preoccupied about
I
that.
was on one, but it exploded and it killed me. So that wasn't it's not a good test.
That wasn't meant to happen.
Did you summon that one though, or did you pick that up?
No, this was in PvP and I tried to take on a tank.
No, but how did you get that vehicle that you're on though? Did you summon it?
No, it was just sitting there in the Crucible map.
Okay, well so that's just the vehicle you didn't summon. It was
Yeah.
like a vehicle laying around like you would do on Battlefield or Halo. So yeah,
Is it true about Peter Dinklage's voice acting is really kind of like he doesn't even give a shit. It's kind of like he saw it as a paycheck. And
you know what? It's yes and no. You have to think about the character that he's playing. He's kind of playing an artificial intelligence, cube thing that just like flies around giving you instructions. I don't think it was intentionally meant to be hugely emotive.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, treat it like Bishop from the Alien movies, kind of like that fake kind of emotion. Where it's
Yeah,
like,
right.
I don't think we should be going in here. Like slight inflection
Yes.
in the voice, but no real emotion behind it. And I think that's one of the things that people get confused when they hear him. It's like, geez, this guy just phoned this in literally with a vocoder, and they put some sort of post-production effects on the voice, and he could have done it from his studio in his house or something.
I hear
Maybe.
I hear they're redoing some of it.
Some of them,
Because it
yeah.
was-
Yeah, there was a ridiculous line that got kicked because everyone thought it was just stupid. There's something about like somebody's a warlock from the moon or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of the character classes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have no idea, and because like I'm still not really convinced until I play the thing, but
Yeah.
I'll get around to it.
But the good thing about it is that this game largely snuck up on me. I knew of its existence. I'd seen some pre-stuff that Jay had put together, sort of leading up to E3. Never really got a whole lot of stuff in depth, or didn't really get too in depth with it up until now. But again, it's one of those games that kind of sneaks up on you, and you go, you know what, I'm going to give this some serious time when it does come out, which is only in month and a half, if that.
Yeah.
Probably going to be part of my white PS4,
Ooh.
which I still have to count my piggy bank for. I might make that into a video, actually. That could be cool.
It's going to be one long ass video.
Well, I'll double time it. Speed
Now
it
I'm
up.
down to the 5-cent pieces.
Yes, count with me. 1, 2. But I suppose as a beta review, I'd probably give it a solid 7.5 out of 10 for the time being. With the remaining sort of full review being sort of cast when you figure out how deep it actually goes, how varied the environments might be. Will the Guardian classes have any sort of meaningful difference between them? Because as far as I can tell, I created a hunter which has got like a knife melee, and a warlock has pretty much a funny sort of electric facepalm melee, which is always entertaining. But there's a few other sort of different character behaviors between the two of them, and whether or not they have any meaningful differences remains to be seen. So
Yeah, the only time they made a difference was in the PvP, I think.
yeah. But the PvP. I was saying to Chris before, I got absolutely beasted in the first half a dozen games, and then by the time I knew the maps and start to get a little bit familiar in new spaces that you just simply don't go into, I found myself having a pretty good time, and I think I'll be okay, in air quotes, when the full release comes. So with more maps, and I'll learn how to use these weapons.
Well, that was the thing that I got caught out on. Your campaign loadout, or how the guns that you've got for your campaign, that's what you take with you into the Crucible for multiplayer.
That's right.
And when I first played, I was terribly outgunned because I had a lot of just single shot weapons, because I was just going through the map, just high powered, one shot. Yep. But in the multiplayer, it was just terrible.
See, and it's very pulse rifle heavy as well, which kind of reminds me of the pulse rifles from, or the battle rifles from Halo 4.
Oh,
And
yeah.
how as soon as you get it's very headshot centric as well. So it's like, if you're not get your headshots on, there's no way you're walking into a one-on-one gunfight and coming out the end of it. It just doesn't happen. But yeah, towards the end, I was getting some nice feeds. I'm making a video at the moment where I can see two people coming towards me. They haven't seen me. I've got my supercharger, and with 2 shots, bang bang, double feed, whilst capturing
The supercharger is a game changer. That thing is awesome.
that gunslinger. I was on my hunter class. It was like that flaming golden gun, which was kind of cool.
It's almost like a one-hitter.
Yeah, very much. Yeah. But yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. More than what I thought I would. Does that sort of whet your appetite a bit, Ron?
Oh, we lost him.
Awesome.
He's going out to buy it right now.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Okay.
No,
cool.
I
Wonderful.
don't know yet. I just need to play it.
Well, get round to your brother's house. You've got literally 12 hours before the beta ends, I think. Leave now, Ron. I'll excuse you.
I think I'll try tomorrow.
Beautiful. What else? Because you better, you better believe that, if it works out to be as big as what it's hyped to be, that a PC version is going to be coming, and that way Ben can get in action.
One of the only things I had a problem with is like that Devil's Lair one. That's a multiplayer map, but it's in the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tried to play it early in the morning, I had to wait for 2 other players. And this was in the single-player campaign. So I was like, oh, all right, I can't play this map or this mission until 2 other people join. And I was waiting for about, 5-10 minutes until it found 2 other people to play the map with me.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I don't know, if there's going to be a lot more of those. I mean, it is going to be cool if they go all World of Warcraft and you've got a 20-person map to do an objective. That'd be really cool, but still, it sucks when you're waiting for people just to play single player.
Mm. Well, I mean, that's just a critical mass thing. I think by the time it rolls around, there'll be people in abundance.
Yeah.
Only too happy to jump in and take this thing down for you, just so that you can all get something out of it.
Well, when's the actual release?
I think it's September 9, I think, but don't quote me on that.
Oh, September 9.
Yeah. Well, no, that's when the PS4 sort of bundle comes out. I've kind of earmarked that. Let me go to my trusty calendar. Talk amongst yourselves.
Not say anything.
I checked out New and Tasty.
New
What?
and tasty. Oh, Abe's.
Oh yeah.
Abe's Odyssey.
Yeah,
The remake's fucking amazing.
they got
They
8.5.
just
I was
make
quite
it
happy
more-
about that.
Yeah, it's the when I heard about it first, the guy who said that they're redoing, or like they're gonna release New and Tasty, said that it's not a remake. It is a remake.
It is a remake.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a HD remake, but it's what they've changed is fucking amazing. Even like some of the old cheats and old hidden places are still there. Because I'm like, I remember there was a spot here, and then you'd get down, and then you'd like find a secret area, but everything looks so much better.
That trapdoor on
looks
the
really
first
nice.
part.
Yeah, it starts off like kind of front on with Abe, and then as you start moving, the camera backs up to the side-scrolling camera. Absolutely, like still fucking great game.
The perspective
now-
is shifting, isn't it?
They've added some extra things like one thing that you guys ever play the original?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The fart
there was
button
one thing
still
that you
works.
always wish you could do, and that was because you're saving all of your own species. The Mudicons, I think it is, and is that what it is? I don't fucking. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation.
Mudikins or Mercadins or something. Yeah.
Abe says it in a weird way. I can't even recreate it. But basically, they've put more of your species in there. Like in the original game, there's only 99 to rescue. Now it's like, what, I think 299?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but all that they do is just like put like heaps of them in one screen instead of 2 there like the original, there'll be like 7. And one thing you can change that they did change, which I thought was great, was you can say all of you, and like all of them follow you instead of just going one by one. Hello, follow me. But
That sounds disastrous. On the example I saw, he kind of made use of that feature and walked about half a dozen of them into a meat grinder.
yeah, that tends to happen a lot. But like seeing all those characters back, a lot of the there are new cutscenes, which is awesome. just like all redone. It's like it's just brilliantly done. But the only like I see, seeing all the characters again, like playing the game exactly how it was before, like just brought back so many memories. Such a beautiful game.
Sounds and
The sounds are all the same, and they were perfect, absolutely perfect.
I defy anyone to go onto that title screen and press the fart button just once.
Yeah,
It can't be done. It can't be done. You'll sit there and literally for like 2 minutes, it's going
over and over.
it is just an adorable game.
Yeah.
And like, if I ever piss any,
What?
gruesome too. That and like the original Mario's or anything like that.
You cut off then. He said, if I ever piss. I'm like, what?
If I ever piss any kids out.
Right.
If he ever has children.
Oh, right. Out. Right. I was going to say. I thought he said off. I'm like,
Oh,
Yeah.
if I piss kids off.
if I piss kids off, I'm going to make them play this game as punishment. I'm like,
If
but
Ron
you
ever
like
makes
this game.
Babby,
They're my fucking internet connection.
Yeah, it's pretty patchy.
these
No,
girls make Babby.
I remember
speak-
it was one of those $6 games that you hired from the video store, and you always wrestled with paying that extra $3 for a 5-day hire or a 7-day hire. And I'm like, I think that was probably one of the games that I probably would have gone for the splurge for the full week and just gone, I'll take this back on Sunday. Yeah.
Speaking of betas before, I was lucky enough to get into the closed beta for The Crew, which is Ubisoft or Ubisoft?
I'm going to go Ubisoft.
Yeah, that's what I always
Ubisoft.
say.
Yeah.
They say whenever I watch it, like elsewhere, they always say Ubisoft.
I say
fuck it up.
Ubi.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Fuck it. That company that everyone hates now. That's what they're called. Anyway.
Sorry, just really quickly. Apparently, the DLC isn't DLC for the next Assassin's Creed. It's going to be ULC. I just fucking laughed my ass off. Just for the new Assassin's Creed, and I was like,
Ubisoft loadable content.
Apparently.
That is the most retarded thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I saw it and I'm like, wait, that's got to be a joke. Look, if that was a joke, I fell for it, but it seemed pretty legit to me.
Anyway.
But, sorry, Ben, go on.
Sorry. No, that's okay. It was just yeah. So I was lucky enough to get into that, so I played it for a bit. It's yeah, so it's all right. It was just annoying because it was locked to 30 frames. So when you're playing a game like a car racing game, and like everything's moving really quickly, it really kind of hurts your eyes, like especially when you're going around corners or something.
Frame Nazi.
Fucking A, I can see above
He's the
30.
elitist.
But no, like a lot of people having that complaint.
Yeah, Jay had the same complaint.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not me saying, oh my god, they fucked it up. It's just because it's a beta. Like, yeah, I'm expecting, to be dumbed down a little bit. Anyway, by the time I figured out how you can change it in the little text file, you can change it from 30 to 60. I did that today and logged back in, and like beta's already finished. So it only went for like 2 days. So I didn't even know that there was no as far as I know, in the email it did say that there was definitely no pop-ups when I was playing the game saying, oh, this is from this date to this date. I was just like, sweet, I've got it now, sort of thing. So I played it for a little bit, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll pick this up later. And then when I tried to play it again today, it wasn't working. But it seems like all right. It's all right. It's pretty arcadey.
It strikes me that they're trying to, we're in the age where they're trying to combine game types that haven't traditionally been associated with other game types, or other types of games rather. So like now you've got this, open world MMO driving game. You've got the likes of Destiny, which is combining, all manner of different game types into this one game to rule them all kind of thing. How did you find the whole, I suppose, event aspect of The Crew?
What do you mean? Like the events, as in playing with other people when I was doing like a certain mission, or?
Well, yeah, I watched a video that was Jay's first impressions kind of thing, and he raised the frame count and how in like some of the PvP things, it's it took a long time for people to sort of get on board. But again, that's probably just because it's a closed beta.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to do like when you have to do like an event or a quest or whatever, not really quest, but you know what I mean. Like it's like your mission.
Objective.
Yeah. You can either do it solo or you can do it with 3 others, I think it is. And I tried it a few times, and there were definitely other people in my session, but no one ever chose to do it. But then again, when I was playing, I never got like a little pop-up saying, oh, so-and-so's doing this, do you want to join them? So I don't know if that wasn't working or what, but I never got to... In the open world, I could see other people driving around, but when I had to do, a mission or whatever, an objective, I wasn't able to do it with anyone. No one ever accepted my invite.
You
And
can't get out of the car, can you?
No.
Hate games like that.
Yeah. See, I would like it more if I could choose the upgrades you could do or like buy specific ones, but from memory it was kind of just like upgrade car to level 2.
Oh, I
like,
hate that.
Yeah,
It
it's just
automatically
like,
does it.
Yeah,
What the fuck am I doing like talking about a fucking car game? I'm leaving.
so I kind of like it when you do.
We nearly had him then. We nearly had him.
Nearly. That was the closest we've ever got.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, so I like it when you finish something and you get, oh, here's like $3,000 or whatever, and then you get to choose, oh, well, this intake's going to cost so-and-so, or the brakes are going to cost this. It's just like, nah, it's just upgrade to level 2.
I'm going to
It's
buy
just
the
like,
biggest
oh.
turbo ever, and it's going to take 10 seconds to kick in.
Exactly, and put no brakes on it so it like doesn't break, and then I love all that sort of stuff. But then you level up too, and you get like perks, and it's just like it's just
Aren't they crazy prices though? Like $7,000 for a sticker set or something ridiculous?
it was exactly. So
Or
and
it
I was
depends
just like,
what kind
well,
of stickers they are. Are they the ones that add 5 horsepower?
most definitely not.
A Motec system exhaust sticker?
And again, I could be really wrong when I say this, but there was a horsepower meter. I was about to say, you know what? It doesn't actually say the horsepower, but no, it does. So that's right. But another good thing is the licensing as well. The cars are the cars in real life. They're not like
Yes.
other versions, like where it looks like it or whatever. So it's good to see that like car companies are like kind of catching on and saying, this is actually kind of good advertising in a way.
Thanks,
So,
Rockstar. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. But again, I really only played for a little bit until it was just, I don't know if I sit a little bit too close to my screen maybe, but I played with a controller. I usually like lean back a bit and move back a bit. So it would just hurt my eyes a little bit. So I don't know.
Did you try driving cross country?
No, I didn't.
I reckon
I do want to do that.
that'd be the only thing for me. It's supposed to be pretty realistic driving cross country, so
Yeah, well, it's kind
I'd
of,
be
it
keen.
is, yeah, it's kind of like I don't know if it's the right sort of word, but kind of like a fantasy version of the actual map, but just like size scaled down sort of thing. So, yeah, you do have like your main points of interest and all that sort of stuff. So that was pretty cool. Hopefully they do open it up again because I do want to play it again because I really want a really good car game for PC. So, there's a Assetto Corsa coming out or whatever, but that looks...
you're not keen for Forza Horizon 2?
What? Is that on PC? Well, I don't know what
I
about...
don't know.
It won't be on PC. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's,
Good.
Xbox.
But I mean, when I played Forza on your Xbox, it was pretty similar. It's kind of just seemed like I couldn't really see a difference between this
Forza.
and the crew or whatever. So
Forza
Not the same
Horizon
shit.
is an open world MMO.
well, it's going to be fucking exactly the same then.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell the difference. They're all exactly the same. Same with the grid as well. I was playing that a bit as well. It runs great. The graphics look nice and everything. So I really enjoyed that. But you'll do like the race, which takes I think it's like 4 laps, and it takes a bit to do. And then you've got to qualify beforehand, which is I think 2 laps or 3 laps. So you qualify, you do the race, and then straight afterwards you do the exact same race again. And I was just kind of realizing after I was playing, I was like, I'm just doing the same shit over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So I got really bored of that really quick. So that was really annoying. But hopefully they open up the beta again because I'd like to play more time of it again because I didn't know it was a timed one. So I was just like, oh, okay, download it. I think it was like 15. Yeah, it was like 15 gig.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay gave it some pretty high praise, saying that it could replace Burnout Paradise as his favourite sort of arcadey
call.
driving game. Yeah, I thought so. Because I know he loved that game.
I think everyone loves that game. That was just a great game.
I think I've still got it on my...
I still got it on Steam. I have never played it.
yeah, I'm looking at it
Probably
right now.
should.
Looking at the thumbnail. It's right here. I think you bought me that game, actually.
Oh, I did. What am I talking about? Yeah, I think I might have it.
What a guy. What a guy.
Oh God. But yeah, I'm still loving having a controller on the PC as well. I'm just like seriously so happy with how the Xbox One controller works on the PC. So good.
There you go.
Really, really.
Converted.
For certain games, like I've been playing, car games definitely. I've been playing Tomb Raider with a controller. Like just the way the movements look. Like my brother walked in the room the other day and he's like, "Oh, how are you playing that? This looks like a keyboard and mouse." I'm like, "No, using the controller." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I can see because it looks like so console-y just the way it moves." I'm like, "Well, it doesn't really bother me with this sort of game, or other stuff, but definitely for first-person shooters and stuff, it's got to be a keyboard and mouse."
How is the Tomb Raider game?
It's good. I like it. Looks really nice. It runs at like 300 frames.
You popped up before
like
on my Steam thing. I was like, oh, Ben's playing Tomb Raider.
Yeah, literally fine. I've been so busy. I finally had like 15 minutes because I've been playing so much of Hearthstone all Saturday. Oh my God, I just played like the shit out of it because the new expansions come out. So that's been so much fun. So I fucking love that game all over again. So yeah, jump on that. You got to get into that, Gav, and everyone else. It's all free.
You know what though? I think the knowledge gap or the nerd gap, as I will henceforth refer to it as, is I watched a couple of YouTube videos just to see if I can maybe pick up some tips and tricks, and this guy was just talking like he might as well have been talking Russian to me.
Russian? No, you pick it up so quick. Seriously, trust me, it's easy. I play it. My girlfriend who doesn't play games, okay, she's better at it than me now.
She would whip me. She would kill me instantly.
She's doing like there's the normal version of it, with the new expansion where you fight the bosses, and there's also like heroic mode, which is like unbelievably like not in your favor. Like they just get the massive head start, and she's already beat one of it in heroic, like with her deck, and it's just I can't do it. By turn 4, I'm dead. Like I just get like literally rage quit. It's like fucking Alt F4. I don't even close it properly.
Just rip the socket out of the wall.
Pretty much.
Fuck it.
So yeah, like and my girlfriend who does not play games like at all, she is really good at it now. So if my girlfriend could do it, anyone could do it.
So we might be seeing her up on the championships then.
I told her she should probably start playing like ranked. Like she's a higher rank than me too. And yeah, she's played like, I think she's like level 43 or something like
She
that.
got bigger e-penis than you have.
Better measure her up for a QuadFeed shirt.
Yeah. Nice one. So
The
I'll have
fifth
to.
and final member.
I may have to record us doing like a session together or something like that.
Pentafeed.
Does that mean you're going to record each other? Record yourselves burning?
That's what I was going to say. Record a session together and then also play some Hearthstone. Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely check it out. It's fun. And it's a mad game as well because you don't have to take it seriously. And they don't take it seriously too. It's like that awesome balance between like serious and like mad mechanics in the game just to also just like funny and fun. So yeah, really, really check it out. Heaps. I can't wait for like the next one to come out like on Wednesday morning. So, yeah, cool. Also, just very quickly, Steam, Payday, the game, the heist, from October the 18th, that's free for like 24 hours.
Was that the first one?
Yeah, the one that we bought and played for like a little bit and then didn't play after that.
We bought Payday 2, or is that what you're on about?
Oh, fuck. We do Payday 2.
We were doing Payday 2.
Oh, my God. What?
Payday 2. Unless that's called Payday 2, the heist. I'm not sure.
They might have taken my advice and just started it.
I was going to say, Chris is good with sequels.
Hype.
I'm sure we just got Payday.
Payday? No, I'm looking at the thumbnail as we speak. Payday 2. It's like
Yeah, it is. Okay.
$2 sign with a stroke down the top of it.
Disregard.
Well, I mean, it's still a good...
Yeah, I thought it
Grounding.
was number 2, but it's not anyway.
And who doesn't like a free game?
And speaking of controllers, sorry, again, I'm going to jump in
Oh,
again.
actually, this is kind of a bit of an inside joke for Ron and Ben, but did you guys see in Payday 2 there was a achievement called I Wasn't Even There?
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Well, wait, what do you have to do to get the achievement?
Just
Is
not
it because
turn
you
up.
yelled
Not be
too
there.
much into the mic?
No, I think it's like you got to get in and out without being seen or anyone finding a break-in or something happen. I'm not really sure how to do it. I just was going through the achievements and I saw it and I was just like, oh, that's awesome.
That's so
Doesn't even-
brilliant. I wonder if they're fans. I hope they are. That's such a good show.
Yeah.
It's basically a clip of there's a sketch comedy troupe from New York called The Whitest Kids You Know, and they're very Monty Python ish, and but like they have this one sketch. I think it's called Call of Duty, but it's basically like two guys get down on the ground. They got guns and they're in army uniforms, and they're like, form up on me. Like, okay, there's two guys there's like a sniper in the barn. It's like, he doesn't even see us. Fucking noobs. And like clicks his gun. And then suddenly out of nowhere, one of the guys, because they're all on TeamSpeak, one of the guys is going, Mom, hey Mom, can I have a sandwich? and the other two guys are like, turn your fucking mic off. I'm getting my mom to make me a sandwich, you guys. Like, it's so fucking well done. But, yeah, you
Sounds
should
like
check it
Stone
out.
Mountain 64. That guy is on Battlefield just commanding people.
That's the guy who, like, uses all the right jargon, right?
He does, yeah.
Yeah, he's
but then
pretty
he
fun.
calls out and then he says, okay, Mom. Okay, 10 more minutes.
10
It's
more
like,
minutes.
Okay,
Yeah,
guys.
that's right, yeah.
ETA 10 minutes until, until mission success or something like that.
That was pretty good. That was the one for Battlefield, wasn't it?
Yeah, Battlefield, yeah.
Does he only just play Battlefield, or does he play anything else?
I
I
think
think he does a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, well, the stuff that I've watched primarily revolves around Battlefield, but yeah, it's just I think he probably does Call of Duty as well. Just,
He does, and then he makes fun of the people that start talking on the mic as well. And he's just like, if you're going to talk over me, I'm going to make fun of you. And then some people do. And then
What does he say?
like about like the clans that they're in. So he's calling their game as if he were like a commentator, like for like a competitive gaming
like a shoutcaster.
sort of event. Yeah, a shoutcast. And then he's just like, oh, and this is like his first kill for like the week and all this sort of shit, and just like hammering them. And yeah, and so he's
Do the other
star
guys
player
cry
at
or anything?
their
Like, how do they
clan,
react?
Whatever. Yeah, they just kind of laugh, and then they get the hint real quick and they stop talking. So it's
Really?
pretty funny. Yeah.
No,
And they just like talk over him and say, "Oh, do me, say something a bit funny about me," and then yeah, he just pummels them.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's entertaining, that's for sure.
I can see somebody doing that. What was that craze that everybody was doing in America for a while there? Swatting,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
which I just think is fucked up.
That is legit though. That's gonna get someone killed soon. Like it won't be too long before you hear about someone, gun crazy, gun toting USA.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that's a bad thing, but someone's gonna walk into a house and they're gonna exercise that, right to bear arms and just blow some poor cop right in the face.
I'm surprised that Slender Man got like murders for him before, or attempted murders, sorry, for him instead of somebody doing something during a swatting. It is a bit of a surprise, but Christ, come on.
Yeah.
Jeez, come on, fellas.
Come on, guy.
Come on, buddy.
Who wants to hear about my week?
Oh God, I'm on break.
Here we go.
This
We've gone from like
Globecast
game
coming on.
stuff
Globecast.
to like TVs and movies to, well, how's your week been?
no, but
No,
this
he's had a pretty epic week.
I have had a pretty epic week. I mean, well, today,
Alright.
and this is completely not, you're right, it's not gaming related, this particular part, but I bought a Dyson. I won't even expand upon that. Just know that I'm in the world's cleanest apartment right now. It's really good. But yes, I I was hard scoping the old Twitter feed the other day, and Chris Bowden from EA Sports, he's the community manager, I think, for FIFA. Says something about looking to get the last of people into a FIFA 15 event. Who wants to come? So me being me, jumped on that shit straight away. And next thing you know, I'm standing in the middle of Redfern, in Carriage Works actually. I probably should clarify that. I wasn't just in Redfern just to
Sell some ice.
Ice and horse.
or just car bomb someone. I'm on the way there. I walk through the door, and who do I see sitting there? Ray Johnston. So sat there for about 20 minutes talking with Ray Johnston about all the projects she's got going on, having a good old
Wait,
chat.
who is he?
Ray. Do you think I'd be
Ray,
making a big deal if it was a
Ray,
guy? R-A-E. God, you're such a troll.
What?
And then, well, I'll continue since you can look it up later. And so I'm walking in there, just, I'm there flying solo. And, who should be at the very next table to me? One Alana Pierce. So
Who's
there
Alana
was...
Pierce?
Oh, shut up.
Ben's favorite.
Ben's favorite, my favorite. She now follows me on Twitter. So it's been a pretty good week.
You guys weren't you guys bagging her out though? Like one of the early shows. He was saying like she
wasn't
wears
bagging her out. It was the case of
she was being a hypocrite or some shit because she would wear like tight revealing stuff and then post them, and then everybody would say sexist shit, and then she would be like, "Don't do that because it's sexist," and then...
Well, she was sponsored by the clothing company, so, I mean, it was just a case of, kind of having to wear it and then having to deal with the fucking 12-year-olds that seem to get off on that sort of stuff, but...
Wait, wouldn't that make you and Ben kind of like those fellas?
Oh, yeah, because I exclusively go to that channel just to check that shit out. She does good stuff. She's part of a network now, and she does like a daily sort of wrap-up show, but we're tangenting from my story here. Jesus. So I'm standing there looking at FIFA 15, which incidentally looks fucking amazing, so I can delve into that a little bit. I played maybe 1 or 2 games just to kind of whet the appetite, but I'm not 100% sure if I'll buy it or not, because I got FIFA 14 free with the Xbox One last year, so technically, unless you don't like the graphical improvements, then there's probably no real reason, but the graphical
Imagine it being
improvements
exactly the same.
are crazy
Yearly,
good.
what's it? Stats upgrade or update?
Or it's stats and roster, and there's a lot of sort of dynamic kind of inclusions this year, with pictures and
Pictures.
pitch.
They've outdone themselves.
Pitch, like, so if, well, I'm just...
Wait, you mean the grass they play on?
I'm serious.
They've outdone themselves.
If you're going for a slide tackle and the grass gets sort of like turfed up, that grass is turfed up for the remainder of the game. Sounds so minute and so picky, but it's stuff like that I appreciate. Anyway.
Game changer.
Grass changing.
Wow.
So yeah, I was there with half the Parramatta Eels, the Adam Peacock from Fox Sports, the table that I was at, just standing there having a bit of a chat, comprised of me, Ray Johnston, Alana Pierce, Nick Gulliver, which is actually the guy who is with Ray on her new YouTube channel, Tech Space, which is kind of a cool channel, just doing lots of techie sort of lifestyle nerdy kind of stuff that you would find good.
Who's she?
I'm not even going to answer those questions anymore.
This is getting funner by the second.
Really? Can't you tell by my voice? It's so much fun. But yeah, it was just nice. Another little event perk that was nice. Open bar, of course. So I found myself having to...
Thanks for the invite. Thank you.
It was an invite-only event, sir.
So you should have got the 2 of them. I don't know.
Oh
plus
yeah,
one.
that's it. I'll just pull so many strings. It's not funny.
Awesome. Do that.
Yeah. So all right. Well, you just turned that story on its head. So that was a good story. But
That's a cool week.
Thanks very much. So 2 Ubisoft developers watched a goat sacrifice whilst researching Far Cry 4.
What?
Awesome.
Oh,
Do you like
Much
that
like
segue?
that story, it was sacrificed.
I will fall on the sword for this one. So yeah, apparently a team of developers were actually, well, 2 Ubisoft developers journeyed to Nepal to research the inspiration for Kyrat, the fictitious Himalayan setting for Far Cry 4. And while they were there, ended up observing a ritual sacrifice of a goat.
It seems like it was an accident. Like they were walking down the street. And it's just like, oh, hey, look, there's a fucking ritual sacrifice. Like,
what
sup,
happens
guys?
over there?
What's up, guys? What's doing? Oh, I'm just going to sacrifice this to the gods. Okay.
Sweet. Can I take photos?
Sure,
Guys, I
mate.
can, yeah.
Sure, man. Yeah.
Or does it have anything to do with their competition to play Far Cry 4 on the top of Mount Everest?
What?
Wow,
Pretty
that's
sure
a
there's
really
a
long
competition.
extension cord. Like a really long extension cord.
Can you imagine that? You're sitting there like at, base camp or something, 25,000 meters up, or however long it is. Feet.
We need we need to put in a rule with Chris that before he says something outlandish like that, he needs evidence.
You need to
first.
cite references. Yeah.
This doesn't apply for anyone else except for Chris.
Well, I mean,
Like,
I got you on the whole breaking news thing with the Comic-Con thing, so maybe somewhat
Oh, but
applicable.
that was a prank. It was like a joke. I fell for it wholeheartedly, but
I don't know. Whether
wait, is this because like also with the whole was it? Did you think what game was it, Chris? You thought that started at 2?
Saints
Saints
Row.
Saints Row. Oh, it did.
Well, that was probably established in episode 2.
That was
So
so
it
funny.
seems like so long ago.
28 episodes ago.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a thing. Apparently when they arrived in Kathmandu, they caught a rumor there was to be an animal sacrifice, and they found the event. It was a sacrifice of thanks. It was a sacrifice of thanks a man was making on behalf of his family to Kali, the Hindu goddess of change and destruction. Interesting. Interesting. So, you can bet your bottom dollar there's going to be a goat sacrifice mission in Far Cry 4.
Sweet.
There fucking better be, seeing as I'm
Is it a
sure.
crossover from Goat Simulator?
And I bet
Potentially.
I actually bet you Peter's gonna kick up a
Peter will
shitstorm
be
about
all
that.
over that. Yeah.
Fucking pack of Peter. You're a pack of fucking hypocritical faggots, every single one of you. And I don't even mean faggots as in the gay way. I don't mean it like that. I mean, as you guys are fucking faggots. You guys are fuckwits, all of you.
Let's rein it in.
Well, is anybody here a member of Peter?
I thought you were going to say, is anyone here a faggot? I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What? That's a terrible thing to say.
Where are we going with this?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
we're
not.
We're not
but-
complete fuckwits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. You're not. Like fucking Peter. Pack of assholes.
Okay.
Well, all right,
Let's go.
you guys should look that shit up. Look that
Yeah,
shit up.
it is fucking ridiculous the shit they go to.
They are fuckwits. Anyway,
However, I can articulate it maybe a tad better than Ronald, but
go for it. And actually, that'd be better because if I do it,
No.
I'll just go off into a expletive-laden rant. That'll make no sense.
you're saying what I'm thinking, so.
Yeah, thanks. But you can articulate it better. Do it. Do it.
Nah.
Topic.
Fuck
what is-
Peter. There's one.
Yeah. New Mass Effect or some shit. Mass
Yeah.
Effect 4, some screens and shit came out. Looks same as the other one. I don't really know.
But it's not going to have, apparently Shepard's not a part of this one because,
Nope.
and also
no.
the Mako is going to come back. Yay.
I was pretty
anybody
sure
play-
you see Shepard in the small bit.
It's a flashback.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
I don't
Because
know.
I think it's only
Yeah,
because
no, you're probably right.
his story arc is done.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't
he-
Done or dumb?
Done. As in like finished.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there's only so many times you can get him to punch a reporter in the face before.
But that's the thing, if you played it and got like the best ending, he's still alive. But it kind of, I don't know. I reckon it would be good if you didn't play as Shepard this time.
Yeah, you've had
But-
like 3 games of him.
Yeah.
What's like Uncharted? I mean, that sort of strays back into the movies and TV speak that we had before, but apparently Uncharted, the movie, got a release date of June 2016.
That's right. And wait, Marky Mark is going to be Drake.
Have they cast it already?
Yeah, that's like one of the first things they do. So it's kind of, I think that's really bad casting. I reckon it should be Nathan Fillion, who's from Firefly.
Oh, he'd kill it.
he
That'd be awesome.
looks like him. Fuck's sake, that's him. That's the guy right there. You see him in Firefly. That's Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
They dress the same and everything.
No, I think it needs to be. Oh Christ, what's his name? He played Tommy Lee Jones's character in
Oh, Josh
Tommy Lee
Brolin.
Jones?
Josh Brolin. If you rough Josh Brolin up a bit, get about.
Wait, he's like face is just rough. He is rough. That guy.
Exactly.
He's going to be Thanos as well.
Is he Thanos?
Yeah, they've cast him.
Yeah,
It's Thanos.
it's kind of got the jawline for Thanos.
And apparently at Comic-Con, he brought the Infinity Gauntlet, which is fucking
Yeah, there's a photo of him like holding it up. Yeah.
That is brilliant. That's what we need to see. And I bet you, like, you know, he just was the second he holds it up, like every guy,
Every nerd just bring out their smartphones. Oh my God, he brought it. Oh,
Oh, I was gonna say that they would have all blown their loads in their pants.
Well, put it this way: hands went into pockets. What came out, be it smartphone or a messy hand, is debatable.
I reckon their hands would have been on their head, just like, oh my God, and like they were just spooging without even any kind of friction needed.
The poor janitor.
Clean up aisle 7. No, wait, 7, 9, 12. Oh my God, all of them.
Clean up in aisle 3, 2, 1.
Well, since we're back on movies, I'm going to send you this thing that was on Gizmodo today. It's a video of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pizza thrower vehicle tank thing.
No way, they made
for
one
the
in
new
real
movie.
life.
Yeah, they made one in real life. It echoes back to the toy from the early 90s.
Yeah, it looks exactly like that. I thought that was actually going to be in the movie.
I love it how
Fires.
it's sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Exactly.
They don't deliver pizzas like that from now on. False advertisement.
Yeah.
Fuck, I feel like pizza now.
I had pizza last night and tonight, actually. Damn it. So yeah, apparently it fires 14-inch pizzas. They set up a sort of a cardboard cutout thing. Looks like it's like 30 feet away and just clocks it square in the head. Unbelievable. I'll put it in the link dump.
Awesome.
I'd love to see how much of a sales spike that pizza's going to have after
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtle launch.
Oh,
It's like,
big time.
you know, anytime I watch a movie and that like there's a character eating something,
You want it straight away.
I want that. And, but the thing is, you know, like for example, the first Matrix movie, remember when Cypher is
Cheerios.
no, Cypher is betraying them, and he goes into
Oh,
the
he's
Matrix
eating the
one-
steak.
Oh, the steak,
Yeah,
yeah.
just that piece of steak on that fork. I'm just like, I just want just one piece on a fork.
Because
That's
he
it.
described it so well.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, listen to it again, and it sounded like his steak was crunchy.
Yeah,
It
it's like
sounded
I,
weird.
I always thought it was a squishy, like, but I don't know. Maybe they really
It was the
like
drool.
It sounded like he was biting into a Brussels sprout.
Steaks don't look like
Yummy.
steaks on camera. You got to use Brussels sprout.
That's the, you know, the pizzas that they have in America, because you know, speaking about the Ninja Turtles and the pizza throwing device,
Well, that would be New York pizza as
That's
well.
it.
yeah, but like even their Pizza Hut pizzas, they're huge. You order one and like, you know, make a circle with your arms, like right now, just with your fingers touching.
I'm doing it.
Make a
Totally
big circle.
doing it.
That's a small.
Yeah, but like, yeah, that's
That's
like
an
their regular
order.
some shit. And
Yeah.
when I was up there, I would just go like, can I just have one pizza, just one, nothing else, because I would have like a slice and a half, and just not need anything else for the rest of the week. But like the fact that their Pizza Hut pizzas are huge and our ones, you know, now put your thumb
Size
and your
of
root
50
fingers
cent
together
piece.
in a circle.
Yeah.
That's the size of our like larges.
New from Pizza Hut, Pizza Bites. I made that mistake in New York, though. It's like we ordered what we thought was going to be, you know, enough pizzas. Well, more than enough, rather. When we're in New York, we're sort of catering for like There was 5. How many from my family? 6. It's more, probably about 10 or 11 people. I
Right.
thought, geez, we're going to need like 3 or 4 family pizzas.
Wow.
And it was like, seriously, you might have just ordered like 3 or 4 coffee table
How did
sized
you get all
pizzas.
those pizzas in your apartment?
Well, they were picked.
Yeah. Like once you use like, there'll be like one table and
I
that's
called
one
in the
pizza.
NYPD and they airlifted it through the window. But it was
I'm going to
huge.
do that with the Chicago style deep dish pizza. I'm going to, because apparently they ship them all over the world and I want to try a legit one. And
Oh, really?
yeah, apparently. I'm like, well, I think they freeze them. Like, they put them in some special container and
How
then
much does
you
it
have to cook
cost?
it properly. I have no idea.
$99.95 plus postage and packaging.
Yeah, and that's where they get you.
Most expensive pizza ever.
I'll
No,
give
I'd
you the change in my pocket for a slice.
No. I'd share it with you guys. You'd all have to like try it as well.
Maybe
But
we should
because
look into
one
this.
slice is huge. Hey,
Maybe we should look into this and
yeah.
do a group buy.
Or like pull some cash together, just get one, because I don't think you need any more. But for all that effort, I think getting one's kind of stupid. We should get like 12 of these at least.
Yeah, some sort of Groupon, I would have thought.
And we'd need like a special oven or some shit just to like make sure it's cooked perfectly. Because
Ben's
like
got a pizza oven.
there you go. Because I was going to shove it into the microwave.
All that effort to ship
Oh.
it around the world and you put it in the microwave.
Yep. I'm impatient when it comes to pizzas. Like,
Life hack. Put a glass in there in the microwave with the pizza with a small amount of water in the bottom, and it stops the crust from going chewy.
Oh.
Really?
Yep.
Wait,
Yes, super
water,
heats
I've
the
been-
water.
Wait. So you put it in crust first?
No, as in you put the pizza on a plate like you would do normally.
Oh,
but
But
right.
you put a
on
glass
top
of
of that
water
plate.
in there as well.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you meant put it in a cup.
No, but apparently it
like,
needs to be a little bit of water just to sort of counteract the dehydration that is sucking the moisture out of the crust, which makes it chewy. So apparently,
Weird.
yeah.
Because you know, like when you get a Pizza Hut pizza and you're like, we should totally get sponsored by them now.
We've talked about it for like 10 minutes now. Come on, pizza. Lift your game.
And Ben feels like some. Fuck. Come on. At least send him one. Ben, I'm going to come over to yours and have some as well. Pizza party at Ben's place. Wow, that was the gayest thing I've ever said. I'll come up with something gay anyway. But I always thought, you know, when you get a Pizza Hut pizza, you put it in the microwave the next day, and then you pull it out, and then you eat it, and like, it's
Break a tooth.
oh, like whether it's either like really rubbery,
Yeah.
and if it's like kind of fresher, like, you know, we've just like eaten pizza tonight, and like 2 hours later you're like, oh, I feel like a slice, and you put it in and it's just like kind of like foam.
It's like a time machine.
Like a-
You
like
can
a
never get back
mattress.
to it.
Yeah.
The only
yeah,
thing
I
that
can
does
do
that is a Krispy Kreme donut. You put that in the microwave, you can have a Krispy
7
Kreme donut.
seconds.
7 seconds. It takes it back to when it first popped out of the machine. It's amazing.
Really?
Oh, really?
It's amazing.
What happened to those guys?
Well, Paul
It's still
Sirenen.
around, but everyone...
They're at 7-Elevens now.
Yeah.
And I don't see all the shops like everywhere, like, you know, Starbucks.
Service
Better make
stations.
it snappy. In 5 minutes, this place becomes a Starbucks.
Gets
think that's-
earring and then walks out
Yeah,
with the
I
coffee
saw.
at
That's
the
the
same
one.
time.
Yeah, that's right.
I was
Just with
walking
a cup of coffee.
in Surrey Hills the other day and I saw what I imagine, I mean, I didn't experience it, but for the person that did experience it, it would have been the worst way to start their day. Walking up the street and I saw this telegraph pole, a box of Krispy Kreme donuts at the bottom of it, and like quite clearly half a dozen mixed donuts sort of strewn over the pavement. So he must have been walking down the street or
Just
something, tripped and just like hit the deck and just strewn these donuts all over the place. So
Poor fella.
10-second rule.
Yeah, or maybe he actually did save a couple. You know what I mean? Like maybe there was more than like there was probably like 10 in there, and there was like what 6 on the ground, so we probably could only
Yeah.
save 4.
It
And
probably
looking
was
at
only
the
about
picking and
3 or
he's
4
gone,
anyway. So maybe he did manage to salvage, but I mean the box was still on the ground. So unless he caught them mid-flight, like he would have
like-
he'd lost them all.
I like donuts, but like I don't care for them so much that I'd be like, oh my god, the donuts! Like if it was a pizza, yeah, I'd get super pissed off, especially if it landed face down.
But that comes full circle to what we were talking about before about how we're watching something on TV and they're eating something. That episode where Homer's like, "You like donuts? Here's all the donuts in the world." And I was like, you know what? I could probably go for about a dozen donuts right now. But there's no way in the world that I'd be able to eat that many.
And the weird thing is, like, it's not like an actual real life donut. It's just a drawing, but like that works. I look at that and I'm just like, I need a lot of sugar in like dough form in and around my mouth.
That happened to, I mean, that also happened when I was watching the episode of Seinfeld where everyone started eating stuff with a knife and fork.
Yeah. Chocolate
How
bars.
do you eat it? With your hands.
With your hands. And that baseball player, he's like cutting into the donut, the last like donut in the Dunkin' Donuts box, and with a plastic knife and fork. And I thought, I mean, it looks so pedestrian, but I just couldn't wait to get a plastic knife and fork and just cut into a Krispy Kreme donut.
That's true. I mean, there's the calzone that George is eating.
Yeah.
When the boss goes, "What are you eating? Pass it down, pass it down."
Yeah.
The guy whose face you never see. And I thought
David.
that was great. That made me want to get a calzone, and I did. And the one I got, greasy as fuck. Grease as it was.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Ben, go easy on me when I say this, but it was about as greasy as the guy who made it.
Dead to me, Ronald. Dead to me.
Sorry, Benny. It was an Italian
No,
restaurant.
that was perfect.
Dan,
Italiano.
I love Italians.
That said, though, I got into a real nostalgic mood the other day, and I started looking at New York tourist videos. There was ones
For
where
some reason, I thought you were going to say, just looked up pictures of Italians.
yeah, that
that's
Mario
really
guy. What a guy! No, it was those sort of like auto looping videos you see when you first check into a hotel room and you turn on that TV and it's, "Hi, welcome to New York, with a city that never sleeps. Take a look at beautiful Madison Square Garden. If you like sightseeing, we've got," and all that sort of like looping. It's just like a 7-minute video that has been played, non-stop on loop for the best part of
Well, it's still on VHS
30
when they
years.
filmed it.
Well, it's probably just pumped from a central like cable box or something. But I just got really nostalgic, and it's a place that I've always got time for. But I was like, I've been there, I've been there, I've been there, and I've been there, I've been there, and it was like, why am I doing this? This is stupid.
If I ever get nostalgic, I'll probably like pull out the old VCR, plug it in, and then like to an old actual glass-faced TV that I still got somewhere around here. And I'll put in either the first Ninja Turtles movie or Pete's Dragon. If anybody remembers Pete's Dragon,
Pete's Dragon.
it was a Disney movie.
Nope.
And it was like
Remember
a
the
cartoon dragon, and there was a kid called Pete.
Pete? Wow.
And his best friend was a dragon. He was like a homeless kid.
I thought you were continuing on the Ninja Turtles thing, and it was called Pizza Dragon.
That'd be cool. God damn, I want pizza. Can we just get some pizza happening? Fuck it, I'm calling. Wait, are they closed by 10?
I don't know.
I think they're 11.
Sweet. What do you guys want?
Just ruin some uni students' night and call while they mess up the kitchen. You're not going home early tonight.
I can go home and study for that big exam I've got tomorrow morning.
Fuck them.
And then all of a
We used to do that
sudden,
all the time. We would call up just before it was close time. And then, like when my mates would be over, I'd be at their place or something like that. Just call up now, quick. Like we just get sidetracked and forget to call the pizza at 8. By the time it's like 11, it's like, oh shit. And then they wouldn't, they'd be like, oh no, we don't do delivery anymore. So, and don't do this at home, kids. We'd get in the car after having a bunch of beers and then drive down and pick them up.
God, responsible.
I didn't drive. I'm actually quite responsible when it comes to drinking and driving.
I was just a passenger.
Ronald's actually
I refused to go.
I wasn't even there.
I wasn't. I tried to tell him not to. I'm just like, don't worry about it. Let's just make a sandwich.
Don't drink, drive, smoke dope, and fly home in a bubble.
That's not bad. We did have some of that too.
Okay.
But the more we smoked, the more we would just be like, oh, fuck. We
there's
need to get pizza.
There's a Red Rooster in the Hills District that delivers now.
What?
What?
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
a red rooster?
Red Rooster, Old Northern Road.
What
Old Northern
about,
Road?
is there a KFC? Because I hate Red Rooster. What about KFC? Does
KFC used to deliver.
What?
Yeah.
I know Parramatta has a McDonald's that delivers now.
Yep.
And anybody in America who's listening to this, Australia doesn't have home delivery Maccas.
You know what? That
And we call it
Parramatta
Macca's.
McDonald's has actually been delivering for like a long time.
But it's
Except
not
just, like,
advertised?
only local
The what,
people know
sorry?
about it. Yeah, that Parramatta one has been doing home delivery for ages. It wasn't until another store started trialing it, then everyone's just like, "What are you talking about? The one at Parramatta has always delivered." And people are just like, "What are
Fucking
you
hell,
talking
see, I didn't even
about?"
know that.
Yeah, apparently it was kind of just like not so much like a secret, but just only like local people knew about it. And again, it wasn't until
Yeah,
another
right.
store started trialing it.
Fuck.
It's like, "Oh, first Macca's in Australia to start doing home delivery." And then locals are like, "No, Wonder Parramatta's been doing it for years." So yeah, that's the only way
Fucking
I knew
hell.
about it. Yeah, crazy.
No, I remember I was at a mate's house in Balcombe Hills and we got delivery KFC. That was
What?
Yeah.
They do
I
that at
love-
Balcombe Hills?
I think there would have been
Was
like
was it just a friend picking some up?
No, I mean I'm going back to when I lived there, so I must have been like maybe 12 or 13. It was the KFC that was on Windsor Road, heading towards Kellyville, or Castle Hill, I suppose. It was kind of like that whole epicenter. It was like fast food joints that traditionally haven't done home delivery yet for some bizarre reason.
Well, back in that day, there was quite a lot of distance to travel to get to that from some of the neighborhoods.
Maybe
But that's funny with sort of rural areas.
rural.
Rural? No.
Sound like it's in the fucking sticks.
Well, no. What I'm saying
Well,
is,
you know.
with not like it's not in like in the city or something like that. But when they want to trial something, they will put it that's not a main one. So, for example,
if it
the
fails?
Macca's in Griffith, which is halfway between Sydney and Melbourne. That one is quite a large Macca's, and all of the burgers and everything they actually trial out there months and months before they actually go to all the other
I love
ones
that
just to
one.
gauge.
I think that's the one that still uses the boxes when the other people didn't.
Probably
Oh,
it's
man.
it's huge. It's
Well, isn't it the drug capital of New South Wales as well?
probably. They also have a salami mafia.
I heard
For
about
real.
that.
Yep, for real. There's like a documentary. I think it's out or
That's
about to
related
come
to
out.
half of them.
No, but my uncle was there and he tried to buy some salami, and you kind of got to go through like this whole rigmarole and like
Just for
anything
salami.
else just for salami, like proper salami, and you kind of got to go like meet some. It's like you're buying drugs, because this one guy owns like the whole monopoly on salami there.
Oh, I
Does
thought
it
you meant
sound-
like if you had to
is
settle a
his name
debt.
Don?
I don't know.
If you had
But
to
everyone
settle a
refers to
debt,
him
they
as
don't
I
break your
feel- I-
kneecaps.
I-
They just insert salami inside you.
I genuinely
I can see like
Smuggle it
safety
across
for
the
even
border.
talking about it, so I'm not even going to talk about it anymore.
I can see myself going down there, kind of just going like, "Hey, I'm just like staying in town for the week. I'm just gonna grab some bread, some cheese, and I don't know, some salami."
And then a
And
hush
then
falls over the
everybody
crowd.
starts hushing. Oh shit!
You don't talk about that.
I just want a couple
I'm like,
of
it's fucking
slices.
salami, right? I just want,
I need to finish off a sandwich.
I just want like a small pack. I don't know, the cheap shit you get it like
Just give me 50 grams.
Woolies or
I can sell you an 8-ball of Kransky. The hard shit. Get the hard
he
shit.
chops it up real fine. You got to snort it through your nose. What do you think of that? It's like, oh, this is quality stuff. Just let you know, it's quality stuff.
It's like you can't get salami. It's all underground and stuff. But if you want heroin, they'll sell it to you in Coles or something.
Yeah, much easier to get a hold of. Probably easier.
There's a heroin just laying around on the streets.
Ticket number 4,
Salami's
please.
where the real money is.
What can I get for you, sir? I'll get 50 grams of heroin, please. Cheers.
So does that mean if you go into the Coles, they'll sell everything but salami?
I think they sell like the cheap shit, like you like your normal sort of salami. But because I think there's like a lot of European people there, they want like proper salami, same as like we have it at my
Yeah,
grandma's
right.
place. We don't buy like Don, whatever the fuck that other salami
no,
is that you get at
I-
super. No, I'm not saying it's bad. Like I love that shit on sandwiches. To be
Don
honest.
salami.
Yeah, but if you want like really good like homemade
it's-
salami, apparently there's like one guy that like it's almost like drugs. Like if you make your own salami, you're not allowed to sell it. You have to sell it through him or something like that. And if you want to buy it, you kind of got to meet someone and shit.
If you buy the cheap shit at like the Coles or whatever, and then you leave, do like two guys follow you to your car in the car park,
Case
and
you steal it.
they take it out and they just stomp on it, or they take they
could.
take out the baseball.
You only
bats and
buy our
start beating the
salami, not other
It's like,
salami.
What
you
you
don't buy
find,
salami in this town unless you buy it from the dump.
what you'll find is that salami is actually cut with a lower grade salami,
Salami.
just to reduce the street price of it.
Oh my
It's cut
god!
with, it's cut with sawdust and
Drain cleaner.
beef anuses.
I'd be there crying at my car, going, "I just want fucking salami. I don't care who you fucking where it comes from. I just want some meat in my sanger."
So I bought a Dyson today, along with the fleshlight attachment.
Oh,
Suck, suck, suck. Blow, blow, blow. Come on, what movie? What movie? What movie?
I don't know. What is that?
Ronnie, you should know that.
Say it again.
Suck, suck, suck. Blow,
He just
blow,
wants that as a soundbite
blow.
for a ringtone for his phone.
I don't know. It's, right now,
Spaceballs.
Ben's just like,
It's Spaceballs.
Oh,
You all
Spaceballs.
Suck. When she pulls out the Statue of Liberty, turns into the vacuum cleaning woman.
that's actually embarrassing. I should know that.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
really
why
good movie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We thought we'd give up the ghost of the old the Voltron or whatever it's called, at the age of Voltron. Yeah, so that's in the great.
Oh, I can't wait till that comes out, by the way.
Yeah,
What, the
April
awesome
20
salami chat we just had?
April 23, 2015. How's that? 15? 15. I don't know. Ultron. I thought Ron was just trying to divert this from vacuum cleaner chat back onto movies.
is he going to harpoon your story again?
Possibly, yeah.
It's kind of fun. Like, Ben, you should give it a crack.
You're the Canadian whaler that is the fucking harpoonist that lances all my stories.
Gav's telling a story. Man, the harpoon.
Man, the harpoons, you fucking deadbeat.
Somebody create a meme or something.
I'll give you a topic
But
then.
only, like,
All these topics on display. Give me a fucking topic.
Me or Ron?
Anyone.
Oh,
Anyone. So that I can lampoon it.
oh.
Kidding.
go ahead, Ben.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
say it, Ben, come on.
Oh, what was I didn't do anything.
No.
Anyway, Grand Theft Auto 4, there's the Ice Enhancer mod that's for it. And the guys released version 3.0 and it looks really, really good. It's basically just-
Photorealism.
Huh?
Photorealism.
Yeah, yeah,
out
the cars. Or like the awesome cars like Nissan GTR, SLS, Mercedes, all that sort of shit. The buildings look really good and all that sort of stuff. So I will download that and trial it. And
More
should
lens
be really
flares
good.
than a Michael Bay film.
Yeah, it's going to be like lens flares. And
Or J.J. Abrams.
shit.
Sorry. Got my lens flares all mixed up.
So that should be
I watched a video on it today, actually.
pretty good. Yeah.
Going from like sort of skyscraper to skyscraper with the clouds and reflection and stuff. It looked really cool.
Yeah, I don't actually think the video really does it justice because I've seen screenshots of it before. And the cars, I mean, I'm assuming they've been touched up, but the cars, like, look 100% real.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'd imagine you probably get GTA 4 quite cheaply now.
Yeah, they have sales, like, all the time. Like, I'm going to send you in the chat, Shizzle, a
I shall
pic.
investigate.
And tell me what you think of that.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the old version.
Really?
Yeah, that's, I think, version 2. Version 3's just come out.
Wow.
I'll have to put that in the link, Tom. That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, that is, a still, so it's not moving or anything. And if you
Yeah.
have a look at, like, the roller doors of, like, the buildings and that sort of stuff, then you can tell, oh, wait, yeah.
It's a bit flat,
is.
but
Yeah, they're flat.
but still.
Yeah. Obviously, you can, when you're taking a photo like that, you can choose it from the best angle for your advantage sort of thing. But, yeah, that's the old version.
That looks like the Lower East Side. New York. That looks cool. Nice. I might have to
That
give that a
should
look.
be really cool. Yeah, the website actually just went down because it literally just came out. The website's just gone down because everyone's been downloading it. So there's a few mirrors around and shit like that. So it should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of mods, sorry.
Yeah.
For Watch Dogs, there's a mod called the Worst Mod. 1.0 was just released as well, which kind of just fixes up all the shit that Ubisoft didn't put in for the PC version. So that just fixes up like a load of shit for PC version, so it actually runs a lot better.
Cool.
So I don't know if that includes like Crossfire or SLI sort of thing, because I know if you have Crossfire enabled, oh well, Gav, you have SLI enabled. You obviously can play it all right?
Yeah.
Like, oh okay, because when I have Crossfire, so I got the AMD cards. When that's turned on and I try and play the game, it doesn't actually load for me. But that was a whole motherboard ago and a bunch of other updates and shit. So I haven't actually played it for ages. So that could have actually already been fixed by now. I don't know. But this mod will fix a lot of things as well. So yeah, that'd be good. Another
Nice.
mod. PC Master Race.
Boom, boom, boom. Shots
By the way, I
fired.
did just finish that.
What?
Cool. I'm still like 15 minutes in, so I really want to play that again.
One thing that I heard, Ben, try not to listen for a bit. I just want to talk to Gav about this.
Earmuffs.
Well, there's a character.
I don't care. It's anyway. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, the character default, I thought that was like that character had so much potential, and then they kind of just didn't use him that much. Do you know what I mean?
Which
And
character?
he died.
Default.
Oh,
He's
default.
he's just not there that long. You're just like, what? Well, hold on. That was cool. Like, he's kind of like Deadmau5. Because he's like a DJ and a hacker, but like, and he always wears this mask. But he's just like, he appears out of nowhere, and then it's like, what the fuck is this? I really want to kick this guy's ass. Awesome. And then as soon as he's done, it's like, oh, that's it. That was like 2 missions worth. That's kind of...
It's like chase him across a rooftop when you don't actually get to him. And
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah, then, yeah, ended up chasing him with the car, then shooting him in the back of the face.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I got him. And
I thought it was quite quick when I was chasing after him, but I think I...
yeah, like then that's it. That you don't see him ever again. And I thought that was kind of disappointing. I really liked that, the idea of that character.
You had to run off and do another Daft Punk set.
Yeah, it'd be fucking mad. And like you have to keep following him to other like gigs and that kind of stuff. And then at this massive show or some shit, like, you know, you'd have to use the blackout and like knock everything out.
Ruin his ratings.
Yeah. Give him like really bad reviews on Reddit, or well, I don't know, just say his show's really shit because like all the power went out. But like you have to actually go onto sites and then type that shit up. That'd be pretty funny.
So you can't hack shit without power. Let me just call Integral Energy and default your account.
I just love that character, but really disappointing what they did there. But when the initial reviews came out and they complained about the story, I actually didn't really have a problem with the story.
No.
I thought it was fine. It ended. It's an ending. It wasn't disappointing to me.
Yeah, well, I think that's the word. Yeah, I wasn't sort of majorly butthurt over it in terms of other games where out come the pitchforks and stuff.
Yeah.
What
Like,
kind of ending was that? And I was like, no, it was an ending. Trust
Yeah.
me.
There's even with Mass Effect, even though I thought it was kind of dumb what they did, like where there's no actual massive difference, but they're just like slight differences. But I was just like, you know what? If that's how they want to end it, that's cool, whatever. It was still a great game. Red Dead had like one of the best endings ever. When that finished, I was just like that. I was really like truly satisfied when I finished that. I didn't even like, you keep on playing. Has anybody not played it, by the way?
You know what? I'm in
Hey.
the process of getting it off my brother. He was going to give it to me the week before he went on holiday, and he cancelled on me. Cheers for that, Craig.
You do actually need it for a long time.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
not a
he
short game.
He doesn't even play it anymore, so he would literally give it to me and go, have fun, and that's it. So I do want to do a I feel like I'm going all retro and stuff, but I want to do another like a past playthrough. Wouldn't mind doing Batman Arkham Asylum. in sort of readiness for the new game for next year. But yeah, I want to do one for Red Dead.
Oh, beautiful. That's like an absolute perfect game.
Just the campaign, none of the sides mission stuff.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be some times where you'll just feel compelled to explore. But like, yeah, if just the campaign, it's already perfect as it is. Hopefully you'll run into a couple ridiculous glitches, but because they really take you out of the world. You're like, oh, come on, what is that? But it's not enough to make you want to quit or anything like that. And yeah, I just didn't want to spoil the ending if you hadn't played it. So, but the ending is just...
I had played it, but it was well before YouTube time. So I might have just put it down and gone, well, there's nothing that will come back to bite me there. Certainly not a podcast in 10 years' time.
And it was good because that was a game where there wasn't like, from memory, there wasn't like heaps and heaps of hype about it on the lead.
That's right.
It kind of just came out and I was like, you know what, this game's going to be good. I remember going to the shops and getting it. And then I remember I really, really wanted to play it. And I was at lunch with a friend and I was like, oh my God.
Is she hot? Does she put out?
Anyway. And then I was like, I really just...
Is that a yes or a no?
It was a no because Ben went home and played the game.
Oh, fair enough. Sorry, Ben.
For a few hours.
Priorities, man.
That's the thing. Like you were right. Like, there was no promotion, zero hype.
Yeah. And I was like, this game is awesome.
Well, that's what it felt like for Batman Arkham City. They did a top 10 countdown of the best Batman games on consoles and PC and whatnot. And predictably, the top 3 were in order.
Were there any good Batman games out before the Arkham series?
Yeah, there was ones that were...
I remember Batman Forever. That was stupid.
I don't think they even figured into the countdown. But there was like different ones from back in like sideways scrolling, like the Final Fight series and Streets of Rage, that kind of thing. It was very sort of replace one character with Batman and have him beating up a whole bunch of henchmen. Like, it didn't stay terribly true. But I remember Batman, the original game, on... I was playing it on a Sinclair Spectrum Plus 3. There you go.
What the hell is that?
That's how old I am. Sinclair Spectrum Plus 3 is kind of the Sinclair equivalent of a Commodore 64.
Oh.
And it was very much a sideways scrolling kind of unlimited batarangs kind of thing. But yeah, sorry, just getting off topic. The top 3 games for Batman was, I think they rated Arkham Origins 3, City 2. No, was it Arkham Asylum 2 and City 1? Like City.
Yeah, City would be one.
Yeah.
City's great.
Yeah. But I remember it was. I can still picture it. It was a bus stop advertisement at the QVB, and I was standing there waiting for a bus, and I thought, oh, looks like a good game, and I bought it completely sight unseen.
I remember being videos. Like I was aware of its hype, but like it wasn't like a crazy amount or anything. Origins got more, but
Origins got more.
City was
it was
great.
A different developer, and it was kind of like, you know what, we've got to make it worth WB
I just see all
Montreal's.
the Origin ads everywhere.
Yeah. But I mean, that in itself wasn't a bad game either. It just got misunderstood. Misunderstood, man. You don't understand me.
Here's a
What
funny
is it, like
story.
an emo game or some shit? You don't get me. You just don't get me.
I've got to go and write some poetry in my room. Sorry, Benny, what were you saying?
My
I was gonna
friends
say,
get me. You don't get me.
Slight change. No, not slight change. It is a change of topic. A funny story. There's a game called Modern Combat 5 where basically people... You already know what I'm going to say?
No, just sounds...
okay.
People are going to pick it up just based on the title, thinking it's Call of Duty or Modern Warfare or Mortal Kombat.
Basically, some fans won a competition where they got a copy of the game early and like straight away they just pirated it and put it up on Pirate Bay and just gave it all out.
Champions.
God.
Like, how pissed off would you be?
Like an indie developed a game.
I don't know who the developer was.
Oh.
Game Loft. I don't know who they is, but
Quality control.
screwed over.
Fail.
Pissed off would you be? Seriously.
All
Little
that,
shits.
all that hard work. Down the tubes. Thanks, piracy. Bastards. You guys got any other topics, or are we kind of done? We're probably approaching the 2 hour mark.
I got what I needed to get out.
Yeah, Valve changed their controller again or something.
Yeah, it's less haptic now. It's got some actual analog things on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like
It's
just got
pretty much a
stick.
normal controller.
Yeah.
All that R&D, and they've just come back to essentially a Xbox controller. Good job.
And good old games. They released a bunch of games for Linux if you run that operating system. It's like awesome what they do, how they just old retro games they make.
All 7 of you in the world.
Yeah.
Let's see what the fan
That
has to
use
say.
Linux. And so instead of
You guys
updating
practice
it,
that.
instead of updating like their website in a certain way, they accidentally just made like all of their games for free. So people were just like
Are
buying,
they even
adding
good
to their
games, or
shelf,
Are they like...
like all of their games. Oh, not. It doesn't say all of them actually. It just says like a bunch of them. So, yeah, there was like a stuff up sort of thing.
Speaking of stuff up, Best Buy, I think it was yesterday, they listed for a limited time only, $44.99 for Xbox Ones.
That was like Book World. I bought one of their Xbox Ones and a PlayStation 4 for $10.50
You did.
each. Yeah, and then they just didn't honor it, and then I left them bad feedback, and then they gave me a little voucher for like 10% off. And I was like, no, I want my fucking console.
GFY.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously I knew I wasn't going to get it, but I bought it knowing that it was a pricing error, obviously, but like a few people bought it before me too.
Did they get it?
No one did.
It'd be interesting to see what the sort of statute of limitations is and how protected you are,
Yeah.
and whether or not it's biased towards the actual retailer as opposed to the consumer.
Ben, just burn the place to the ground.
Firebomb!
I'll burn my computer to the ground.
Okay, either way, as long as there's fire.
So yeah.
Cool. Well, I think that's going to be the end of the episode number 30 of QuadFeed. What do you reckon?
Good show.
Good show.
Good show.
Good show. 11:15 at night. Ben needs his sleep. It's his first day at school tomorrow.
Oh, no, I've already started, but early starts all the fucking way out to Mona Vale, so...
Damn, son.
Wait, you're going back to school again?
I've started my prac.
He's Billy Madison.
As a primary school teacher.
Wow,
Yeah, pretty much.
He's got a family estate that's riding on him passing high school.
high school sounds awesome. Don't ever say that again. Stay here.
I figure if I stay one class ahead of, like, my year 2 students, I should be all right, so...
Oh, yeah. Until you get that one smart-ass kid.
How does Amy feel about your maths tutor? She's
Hold on, there's a
pretty,
story here. I got to hear this.
pretty hot
Why, is she hot and does she put out?
No, we're talking about
in the
Billy Madison.
movie. You fucking deadbeat.
Ben,
What?
Ben, you got to send us a picture. You know you got to. Send it now.
I can tell you what to type into Google. Her name's Bridget.
All right, cool. What do I Google?
Look up Pete Sampras's wife,
Bridget Wilson. Is that her name?
Bridget Wilson.
Wait, does she actually look like her?
It is her.
It's not her.
It's Pete Sampras's wife or ex-wife. I can't remember.
What? She's just like, instead of retiring, well, she didn't really do that much besides play Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat in the Billy Madison movie.
Exactly.
But
Claim to fame. Yeah, she's now
That's good
Ben's
enough.
tutor. Yeah.
but yeah, she just immediately jumped into tutoring.
Gave acting away, and no, but that's the character she played in Billy Madison, you mug.
But but does Ben's maths tutor, is she like awesomely hot or something?
Killing me. Killing me.
That
No. Try to, and then lose a couple appendages.
that is
Fuck.
scary as hell.
What?
That was episode 30. Thanks very much for everyone who tuned in. As always, you can check us out on youtube.com/SkeelsyShoota. We're on iTunes. Have a search for QuadFeed. And we're on quadfeed.podbean.com as well as Stitcher Radio. So go there and subscribe, and that way you won't miss out on a bloody thing. You can hear more of Ron's antics about maths tutors and completely not getting different references to movies and all things like that. So it'd be nice to have you along. Thanks, as always, to Benny. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Chris.
Oh, thank you.
And Ron, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
He's gone.
I can't see him going for his token post-show poo now. And thankfully the viewers can't either. Thanks very much. See you next week. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.